What's going on, everyone? It's Kyle Azora Hype here. Really excited to be hanging out with all of you today. I'm a little bit sick, so I apologize if I sound a little bit congested. I do have a little bit of a left lung / coffee thing going on right now. But I'm glad to be back. I definitely wanted to chat some Season 8. There's been a little bit of news lately. I'm going to pull up Watchers on the Wall here, and we're going to go over some stuff that's been talked about with Season 8 casting, with basically some of the stuff that's going to be going on in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and some of the stuff that's going on set. So really excited to be talking Game of Thrones again. Hype and love, everyone. I hope all of you are having an awesome day. If we look out the window here, we got what? Like at least here, I'll show you guys for everyone that doesn't know that I live in the lands of always winter. I don't know if you can see, it might be a little bit too bright, but it's actually like we got a foot of snow today. So the lands of always winter, winter is coming, winter is here. So winter is actually here. It's a little bit bright there, but yeah, so we got about at least a foot of snow. There's been like 10 accidents already here in town. People don't know how to slow down when they drive, apparently, but you know how it is. Thank you to Helen for the donation, €25 really awesome pre-stream donation. Thank you so much. Jacob Morris with the $2 donation. Thank you so much as well for the $2 US donation. Thank you, everyone that has supported me on Patreon as well. You guys are really awesome. Special thank you to Aaron and many more of you. So what should we be getting into, people? Do we want to get into some of the news for Season 8? Do we want to talk and speculate about some of the theories that we may have for the end game of our favorite characters? Where do we want to go with the stream today? I'm really open. So let's kind of just get it and have some fun. I apologize. I'm really congested. I think I might have a little bit of a infection going on here. I'm actually going to go get it checked out tomorrow morning at the docs just to make sure I'm good. But I got a really, like I said, a pretty bad cough. I'm just drinking some tea here. I apologize for the loudness of my cough. But yeah, how has everybody else been? We got Mara Jade Starwalker in the chat. We got Jonathan Haymaker. People are saying I should talk about Sandor. That's a given. We're always going to talk about Sandor. Come on, man. We're always going to talk about Sandor. Death predictions, that's a cool one. We could do that too. Trent, Aaron Irene Knight. We got the Devler. Ooh, the Devler. Happy to have you back. Thank you. Happy to have you back. Jermaine Murray says tinfoil Lee. Daniel Green. UK never gets snow. Yeah, man. Honestly, it's pretty gnarly out there. There's some pretty bad accidents out there today, so I hope everyone's okay. But I'm inside. I'm not going outside today. I'm staying inside. I was just curled up. Literally, I woke up about half an hour ago, curled up, took a nap, and then I took a shower, obviously, and decided to come on stream. So my eyes look a little red. Apologies for that. I'm a little tired today. I haven't been sleeping well with this goddamn cough. So originally my mom got sick. Then she got me sick, then I got her sick, then she got me sick kind of deal. Which is usually how it goes, right? We got Violent Messiah in the chat. We got JW Flux. What's going on? The Drowned God of Tits and Wine. I love that name so much. That's super hilarious. Michael Smith. What's going on? Muse Ingenue. Muse Ingenue. Hi, I'm Allison. What's up? Robbie Adam, Norman Berryman. Hi from Australia. Very cool. The one thing that I always enjoy about live streaming, and when me and Gemma, by the way, we're going to be doing streams again very soon. We're doing a Patreon stream on Saturday for all of you that are signed up for Patreon, a special Patreon stream to thank all of you guys. But we're also going to be coming back and having a stream, so it's going to be really awesome. Really excited to get that going on. But the one thing I do love about these chats, all the people that come in to chat about Game of Thrones, is this such a connected thing that people have read the books, people watch the show, but there's people from Australia, Norway, Denmark, Africa. Geez, we've had people from Chile, from Japan, from all over the place. So really cool that everybody gets to connect through this amazing story. Obviously, we all have our favorite characters, and there's all sorts of different ethnic groups in the show, and George takes his information and inspiration from all sorts of different parts of history, human history, and different stories that have been told. So let's get into some season 8 stuff, though, and let's talk. I'm going to go to Watchers on the Wall here. My friends from Watchers on the Wall, the lovely Sue the Fury, has an article posted here. So let's get into that. It says, a new casting notice for Game of Thrones Season 8, and Jason Momoa visits the set. So as you guys know, they're a pretty tight-knit group. Shay used to visit Sibel Kekili, used to visit the set. Jason Momoa likes to visit the set. He's very, very close with her. He's very good friends with Emilia Clarke. But I'm going to screen cap this for you guys, and we're gonna check it out. Let's do this. Screen share. Application window. Let's go to Watchers on the Wall. And let's go. Let's read. Former Game of Thrones cast member Jason Momoa's odyssey through UK continues as this week he meets up with some old friends. You can see Liam Cunningham's in there. We see D.B. Weiss is in the picture. The man who was Khal Drogo headed up onto Belfast to visit his old friends, providing fans with a sneak peek of who's in town. So that's pretty cool. Old sources have dug up an exclusive tidbit for readers. Role for a child. So I haven't even read this yet. So this is news to me. I wanted to save this for the stream to be a surprise to all of you, and then we can kind of just discuss it. We've learned that Game of Thrones is casting a sad-eyed young girl, ages 9 to 11, for one excellent scene with a leading cast member. This isn't one of the northern children we come across, though. The notice specifically asks for someone with a neutral southern accent and not a northern accent. So when me and George went to Con of Thrones, we talked about with the actor who plays Bronn John Royce and Kate Dickie, who played Lysa Tully, about the accents that they have to adjust for the show that's written into the script. So they do have a certain accents that they use. So it's not going to be a northern accent, and that indicates that this child is going to pop up somewhere around King's Landing or thereabouts. So that's pretty interesting. Cersei and Herminians remain in the south, however, and Jaime is the only friend left in the capital. So that's going to be really interesting. It seems that they are casting a lot of children for season 8. So that's pretty interesting. There is some speculation that we will see some flash forwards of possibly Jon and Daenerys' child, which would be really interesting. So that would be kind of cool. And we got another picture here of Jason Momoa and Tormund. You know, I'm Tormund's son with the beard. Come on, man. And then we have Jaime Lannister, looking all scruffy. It looks like he's going to be growing a beard for winter. So that's some pretty cool news for now. So pardon me about the cough, guys. I really apologize, but it's something that's going to happen because, like I said, I'm dealing with a cold. So that's pretty cool. What do you think about that, though? Do you think that we're going to possibly, let's speculate, Jon and Dany are going to have a child? Is that actually going to work out? I mean, the Game of Thrones universe, man, where they live is pretty dangerous. There's not a lot of room for having children, especially when White Walkers are having have dragons, you know. Oh, whiskey, JW Flux. I'm good for the alcohol right now. I'm actually trying to cut down from that. Me and my family are both eating healthy right now, and we're all trying to eat healthy and trying to cut down on everything. So, for me, yeah. No whiskey for right now. That would probably hurt me. You know, it would probably knock me right out, honestly. But I've even stopped smoking herb right now because it's been hurting my throat, so I don't want to do that. I mean, there's been lots of foreshadowing in the books, or that Daenerys wouldn't have a child again. But I mean, Jon, he's a powerful specimen. He's a really, really special character. So the seed is strong with Jon, maybe. Maybe he's the one to quicken her womb. Some people are saying, there's a lot of great thoughts that Gendry is the black-haired boy that got discarded, that didn't make it, between Robert Baratheon and Cersei, the legitimate heir. I'm not sure if I'm on that train. Is Gendry Cersei's secret son? I don't think so. I think that he's Robert Baratheon's bastard, but we could be wrong. I mean, we know that Jon Snow is legitimate, so yeah. Yeah, Ancient New edibles wreck me. I'm a lightweight, actually. I'm pretty old school. Kevin Prater says, "Do you think the Golden Company will switch up and fight for Jon once they find out he is Aegon Targaryen?" Well, I mean, they had been disputing the Targaryen lineage for such a long time. They had fought against the Targaryens. So I don't know if that's a thing. I'm gonna guess and say no, because I don't think too many people will be I mean, I don't think they're going to be getting along. However, Jon is the person that could convince them that Cersei's crazy, and or Jamie or Jon, at least in that group, that the White Walkers are the main problem, and hopefully maybe they could absorb that army. But I think there's going to be a battle at King's Landing, and there's going to be a battle at the Trident. So I don't know if we can count on the Golden Company being on the good guy side. You know what I mean? So I don't think so. I think that they're gonna they want to get paid. They're with the Iron Bank. I'm really interested to see how the Iron Bank stuff plays out as well, because we do know that Tycho Nestoris will be in 2 episodes in season 8, so that's going to be awesome. So obviously we heard about Tywin speak with Cersei, how the Iron Bank basically are the pillars on which the foundation is built on. So that's pretty interesting. And they're like the shadow government, like the Medici Bank. If any of you have a bust for history, the Medici Bank, they're empowering popes and stuff like that. So that's something that we can kind of look at as maybe for a format for the Iron Bank in our show. But obviously, there's more supernatural elements, and there's the Faceless Men, which still could get involved possibly if they don't like what's going on. They have enough money to pay more than one Faceless Man, even though the Faceless Men are very expensive to employ. That would be kind of cool. I'd like to see Jaqen come back. What about all of you? You think that Jaqen would like to? Would you guys like to see Jaqen back on the show? Thanks again for the donations, by the way, Helen and Jacob. Thank you so much, and thank you to all the patrons once again. Well, we see Kinvara. No, Kinvara, the actress who played Kinvara, I believe she got kicked off the show because she leaked some information from the script. So I think she was just in like a one-shot type deal. However, I do think that Melisandre will be going to the Red Temple in Volantis. And I actually think that, let's go to Watchers on the Wall. Did they still have this article up? Let's go check it out. I do believe that Melisandre will go recruit the Order of the Fiery Hand. And basically, they're 1,000 soldiers that are pledged to the Red God. A very, very interesting group. Everybody show some love to Aaron in the chat. What's going on, Aaron? Nice to see you. Let's go down. By the way, if any of you haven't checked out Watchers on the Wall, by the way, great articles. Obviously, the leading kind of forefront for online, casting news, videos. Great articles. Met a bunch of these awesome people at Con of Thrones. Really love their stuff. So if you get a chance to go check it out, absolutely should. All right. I'm not finding this article, but there's a location. Sorry, maybe it's on winteriscoming.net. I could be wrong. Let's go check it out. But there's a location that looks kind of more southern than a northern castle, and it looks like it could maybe Volantis. That's my guess. It could be completely wrong. It could be somewhere like Last Hearth, because we know that the White Watchers breached the wall, so it's possible in the first episode. And we do know the episodes, by the way, are going to be 80 to 90 minutes long, confirmed. That's going to be really awesome. Even though we do know we have to wait. Episodes are basically going to be they're basically filming 6 movies, if you think about it, for the final season of a Game of Thrones. So if that's something that's something I'm really excited for. Sign me up for 6 Game of Thrones movies to end the original series. The V Girl, what about Blood Raven, or the Three-Eyed Raven? Never saw him actually killed. Night King could have been outing him from the roots. Yeah, I mean, he could be in the ether or the aether. He could be stuck there. So yeah, I think that we could like, he's kind of like like an Obi-Wan Kenobi type figure. He could still maybe exist in there. I have a theory about the Night King. That's pretty interesting. I actually think he is the original three-eyed raven. And I think it's possible that he's a Stark, and that's why him and Bran are so connected. Bran is fighting against one of his ancient ancestors. I think that's going to be really cool. But yeah, I think there's going to be a twist to the White Walkers. What I would really like to see is if they do something kind of like they did with the Hobbit movie with Smeagol. Smeagol, I want my precious. Sorry guys, had to do an impression. But basically, if they showed a little bit of a backstory of the person that he was before he became obsessed with the One Ring, I would love to see who that person, the Night King, actually was. Did he have a family? What were his motivations? All of that. Now, the reason I think he is the original three-eyed raven is he's be able to dispel Bran's warging into the ravens, the skin changing. So I think that's something that possibly could be revealed in the final season. I do think they have to give us more for them to humanize the White Walkers, because even though they do seem like the senseless evil, they can't just be zombies, right? I mean, I don't think they're going to go that route. They're going to humanize them. They used to be human, so we know what it is to be human with all these different emotions that we deal with on a daily basis. So I think that they're going to do that, and they're going to make us feel for the White Walkers, and that's going to be part of the bitter sweetness that we're going to see transpire in the show. Obviously, through Bran, I think we're going to get lots of visions in season 8. We'll get a flash forward, we'll get a flash backward, we'll get some really, really nutty stuff that will make us kind of, well, it will challenge the way we view the series. We'll be like, oh, that little moment in season 1, season 2 is directly connected, to this moment, or like everything was happening all at once. The past, the future, the present is kind of just one time stream. I'm really interested to see if the words that the three-eyed raven said to Bran, the ink is dry, the past is already written. I have a feeling that Bran is the one true unique person that could possibly change a timeline. I hope they don't go down that road. I'm not really down for time paradoxes and all that. I think we already kind of got a conundrum that's going to go down in the final couple of episodes. We're going to figure out some pretty crazy. It's going to be mind blowing for sure. The way everything unravels, but yeah, I really hope they don't go that route with the time paradox thing. Is George in the chat? Oh, there's George. George says, Q&A, what's up, George? Do you think Arya will be shown to be reluctantly being used by the Faceless Men? I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that they became connected with Arya. I mean, I think that was their goal for a long time. Now, there are some people that think that Jaqen was trying to get to the wall because he wanted to get to the library there to acquire a book. And in the books, spoilers, if you haven't read the books, in A Feast for Crows, he steals the pig boy's face, and he enters the Citadel, gets a special key, and he gets a book called The Death of Dragons. So we don't really know what their 100% what their motives are. But yes, George, to answer your question, I still think that she is connected to. I don't think she'll ever outrun them, so to say. They're very connected. It's like a Bran and the Night King is like a Voldemort thing. It's very Arya is very much like that with the Faceless Men. You know what I mean? She can't outrun them. George, $5 donation. Thank you so much, George. Who do you think will take the place of the Night King at the end of the series, or will he become a Fire King and lead into a long summer? I mean, I really, there's a couple possibilities. I have a video where me and Adam Richards, one of the subscribers from the channel, he written an absolutely amazing paper on Academia EU. If you guys get a chance to go check it out, Daenerys is the Night Queen video. I think that's actually the best video on the channel as far as views and likes and stuff goes. This is pretty interesting. Definitely some different views on that one, but I think that it can possibly be a couple people. Some people say Arya. I don't think that's a possibility at all. I think there's 3 possibilities: Bran, Jon, or Daenerys. I think Daenerys is going to die. I think that it's possible. The best possible person for this is probably Bran. I could see Bran like warging into the Night King's body and like Jon killing the Night King and then Bran having to take over the White Walker army and leading them into the lands of always winter or something like that. But the person that's been willing to sacrifice himself in all of these situations the most is definitely Jon. So I could see him kind of that would be a very sad ending for him to not achieve some sort of level of peace or happiness. I think he deserves that absolutely, and I think most of you would agree that Jon is probably one of the most deserving people of happiness and joy in his life. So I don't necessarily know if we're going to get that for Jon. I really hope so. I actually think he becomes king in the end. It's going to be bittersweet without Daenerys at his side, but we'll see. It's going to be really interesting, George. I do think that there is the possibility of the White Walker threat still there, like the ambiguous threat. You know, we see like the lands of always winter. We still see a White Walker around or something like that. Or maybe what could be really interesting, George, is this is the alternate theory I've been thinking about is baby Sam carries the blood of the Night King and his lineage in his blood, and they have the decision to either get rid of him or not kill an innocent child, which is, the series is really about children. If you think about it at such a microscopic level, there's so many things that have been affected by fathers and mothers and all of these decisions, and all of these children have had to grow up in this world and do all of these and be in all these crazy scenarios. So baby Sam could be like kind of a wild card situation to maybe become the next Night King if we get like a flash forward or something like that. This is a predictions Q&A, everyone. So questions are open. Anybody that wants to ask a question, absolutely will answer them for you. Michael Smith says, Q&A, Kyle, do you think Jon's real name, Aegon, will be the same in the books and become the 7th Aegon? I think, I thought Jaehaerys would be a great choice. I gotta think though that, yeah, it's going to be Aegon. I mean, it sounds fishy, right? But Aegon in the books is a Fagon. He's not really Aegon, I think so. But it will be really weird since the other Aegon, he got killed by the mountain with Elia. So there's kind of a conundrum there. I can see why people are confused by that. But Jon has all the makings of, a conqueror king in that sort of embodiment of the way people viewed Aegon the Conqueror in that sort of light. So, yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be the same. Will Jon, we got a donation from Aaron. Great question from Michael. Thanks for the great stream. Oh, Aaron, thank you so much. You're always so kind. Really, really appreciate that. Let's show some love in the chat for everybody that's thrown a donation in here today. Really, really awesome. I think we're around $70 already. All right, $50. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate that. My voice is a little bit scratchy today, guys. Guys and gals, sorry. Kevin says, will Jon plunge his sword into her chest and bring forth Lightburner? Her specifically, I'm assuming you're going to say Daenerys, Kevin. Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to happen. I think that Daenerys, I think they set it up last season where, Davos almost slipped the beans, and then Jon said, hey, no, you can't spill the beans. I said slip the beans. I meant spill the beans. And then obviously later on, Daenerys asks about it. And then later on, she finds out herself where they remove all of Jon's furs and armor and stuff like that after he fell into the lake when they were, battling the White Walkers at the lake, at the frozen lake. I think that they're setting up the possibility of her breaking the wheel by Jon creating a weapon that can defeat the White Walkers. So I think at a certain point, we're gonna feel like the White Walkers are gonna win, and I think for us to feel like that's gonna happen, or it's gonna be really dire. So like they gotta kill off major characters, not just tertiary characters, but like major characters like Ned Stark. And I think obviously Daenerys fits that bill, the Dragon Queen. I think that's gonna happen, man. And she's been unburnt twice. She's lit a fire for life. Once with the dragons, she's lit a fire for death. And I think the third fire is going to be for love. She's going to bare her breast, and Jon's going to put the sword in her, and that's going to be the fire for love. And basically, because she's Daenerys the Unburnt, the sword because of her special Valyrian blood, will imbue the sword with her soul / essence, and then it will be able to defeat the Night King. Kill the child, Jon Snow. Jonathan Haymaker, did you hear about Sophie Turner's engagement to Joe Jonas? I heard about that, yes. I also heard about the engagement of Kit Harington to Rose Leslie. Congratulations to all of them. They seem very, very happy. That's definitely a thing. Also, going back to the whole Jon plunging his sword into someone's heart, this is a great comment from Miss Chatham. Jon always wanted to be legitimate and have a legitimate family. The bittersweet would have to be kill a pregnant Dany to save the world. Yeah, that would be really interesting. Obviously, maybe their child. You know, Jon gets the child, but without Daenerys, and then we're in the situation with Ned Stark again. You know what I mean? A motherless child. You know what I mean? That would be pretty interesting. But I don't know if I think that it's possible that they both die. I don't think it's going to happen. George actually thinks it's going to happen. You guys control him in the chat for that. But I don't know. I think it either goes Daenerys is going to die and Jon survives, and or they both die, and then someone like Sansa or Tyrion takes care of the child. That would be really interesting. There is over 1 foot of snow outside. I can show it to everyone right now. We got it all today here. Let's show you. Let's show you guys. We got over 1 foot of snow today. Winter is coming. We got snow squalls. Can you see it blowing outside right now? Traffic is apparently really bad. There's been 10 accidents. Winter is here. Winter is coming. Make Jane greater. Carlos Barrera, do you think we'll see Quaithe in the show? You know, it's possible we see her in Volantis. You know, Melisandre's going back there. I think she's going to recruit the 1,000 soldiers that are in the army of the Fiery Hand, the 1,000 soldiers that devote themselves to the Red God. It's definitely possible we see her again. She could be completely written out of the story, though. I think she'll be more prominent in the books for sure. Yeah, that's a good one, George. I think so, too. I mean, the Hound is kissed by fire, man. At William Rice, the Hound... George says at William, the Hound will use fire to burn the mountain to his death. It is foretold. Yeah, I think that's a great foreshadowing. Afton, what do you think will happen to Arya? I think she'll survive till the end of the series. I think she'll go on like her own. Like we'll see her sailing off again. Maybe kind of like Bilbo Baggins and them did at the end of the Return of the King. That could be really interesting. She's sailing off to a new land, or she could be, going on travels like Nymeria. I mean, she very much embodies the warrior princess type of mentality. So, yeah, I think we could see Arya sail off, because I don't think the Stark family will ever be the same. That'll be bittersweet too. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to be so affected by the events of the series that they won't. They love each other, and we'll get a reunion, but it'll be bittersweet. She may go off on her own. How about the Mountain becoming a crucial in defeating the Night King? I mean, I think he's crucial in defeating Cersei. You got to get rid of him to defeat Cersei. I think there's going to be a battle on two fronts: in King's Landing and on the Trident. I don't think Cersei is pregnant. I think Cersei is pregnant. She wanted to know what's west of Westeros. Yeah, absolutely. And I would like to just, see them explore that idea of Arya possibly leaving. Jon wanted to go south to somewhere warmer. Maybe Jon and Arya can leave. You know what I mean? That'd be interesting. In George's original outline, there is a love triangle. So between, I believe it was Tyrion, Jon, and Arya. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was Tyrion, Jon, and Arya. So that'd be really interesting to see. Obviously not Jon and Arya getting together, but them being together and sailing off or getting out of Westeros. Nicola, I hope pronouncing that okay. Will Arya become a Baratheon and Sansa a Lannister? I mean, I could see Sansa end up with Tyrion Tyrion said that he would never hurt her. I could see them, if Jon and Daenerys both die, they would be very, very good candidates to make king and queen of Westeros. I think that Sansa would be a great queen. A lot of people don't like Sansa. They still focus on her season 1 arc, season 2 arc, but whatever. I think that Sansa, after all she has learned, she would make a great choice. I could see them linking up again. That would be interesting. What about Theon? I think, cripples, bastards, and broken things are going to survive the series. I definitely think that Theon's going to survive the whole series. He's one of these important characters, for sure. Do you think he can save his sister and kill his uncle? I definitely think it's possible. I mean, Euron's a pirate. Theon's good with archery. I could see a situation like Paris and Achilles, where Theon gets him in the eye with an arrow or something like that, or at least is in contribution to Euron's death. I definitely think that they're going to show down at some point. They definitely set that up for sure. Cersei will miscarry. That's definitely a possibility. Yeah, I mean, she's all of her children are supposed to have shrouds, so maybe the pregnancy doesn't last, or someone gives her moon tea or something like that, and basically is like, hey, we can't have Cersei having babies. She's crazy mad. I'll be uploading some more videos this weekend. I know I haven't done a lot of edited videos lately. Like I said, I've been so congested and sick lately since I got the channel back. I've been fighting this for a couple weeks now. So, hey, Katrin, thank you for the donation. Nice to see you. I've been loving all your positive comments in the videos. Thank you so much for that. Really, really appreciate that. I hope there will be some happiness in season 8. People forget in bittersweet, there is still sweet. So I think we will still be happy with some of the endings. I think it's the other way around, Miss Chairm. I don't think Theon's going to die saving his sister. I think that Yara's going to die, and then Theon's going to have to live on with the thought of not being able to save her. And he's going to have to buck up and become leader of the Iron Islands and instill the change that she wanted to see. So, yeah. Stress will cause her to miscarry? Yeah. I think we're going to find a situation where she's going to be very much like the Mad King. She's going to seal off the gates of King's Landing, not let anyone in. Some people may come back to get some more wildfire to help defeat the whites and stuff like that, because the army will be so massive that they will try any method to just stop the army of the dead getting to this, point of critical mass where they can't beat it. I think it's pretty much at that point already. But, obviously Drogon and Rhaegal are still around. But yeah, I think that's a scenario that we could see. Obviously Cersei going very paranoid and shutting the gates to King's Landing and becoming very stressed out about keeping the power, because that's all she has left. You know what I mean? She doesn't have her children anymore. So, hey, Brad, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining the stream. Really, really happy to have you back as well. Happy to have everyone here. Obviously we'll have to get the hype train going again. It's going to take a little bit of time to build up the channel again, to get all that momentum back and get that energy back that I have. I'm working on that though. And but I'm going to have tons of video guys for you soon. I'm really excited to be back finally, to have the channel back at full capacity and ready to turn out some videos. Me and Gemma were talking, and I was talking with George and some of the other members of the community, and I got some gasoline videos for you. I got a video that I've been editing on the cave scene, the Dragonglass cave scene, and it's going to be huge. It's got some absolutely crazy stuff tied to Greek mythology and numerology and symbols in our own human history. That's going to be really neat. Super excited for that. Another person that's going to be coming on the channel, you guys know that me and Gemma will be doing a stream. Obviously, George will be back as well. We're going to have Lucifer Means Lightbringer. I know some of you really, really enjoyed the live stream that we got to have with him. He has some amazing thoughts. Obviously, he's got profound book knowledge. He's going to be coming on the channel, but we're going to have some fun. Hype and love. That's what we're all about. We're gonna get hype. You know, I mean, we got to get the hype train going. I don't care how. I don't care. Stop stopping the hype train. I don't care if it's still 2019. We're gonna get the hype train going again. I'm definitely mentally. I'm feeling so much better. Like I'm like starting to become focused again. You know, like when I get in these focus periods, I become laser focused, and I'm just like all about. Like I get in that grind. I'm like all about it. You know, that's I want to do Thrones videos, but obviously got to get a little bit more rest. And yeah. Oh, we have our cousin Angelina hi in the house. Everybody show some love to Angelina. Next, yeah, man. Did you see the gasoline that Next used to drop on our live streams? Love Next. He's awesome. Really like that guy. Super nice guy. Swedish krona. Yeah. I don't know all the conversion rates. I don't care. You guys could donate a penny and I would be happy. Just happy to hang out with you guys. So we get some more questions. Let's keep on going, or we can get into some more news. There is the slight possibility that Ellie Kendrick, that Mira may not return in season 8. What do you think about that? Would you be pissed if Mira didn't return in season 8? I'm really hoping we see Howland Reed in the show. But it could be one of those things where George is just trolling us. You know what I mean? Where Brandon and Sam will just do the big reveal. Thank you very much, Eduardo. Really appreciate that. I love the hearts in the chat, man. Awesome. We got 50 likes already. If you haven't hit that like button, please make sure you do that. I'm a little bit slower today. Can't you guys tell? I'm on some decongestant meds. I apologize. I'm drinking some more energizing tea, though. I got well, it's caffeine free, but all the spices are great. It's a chai tea. I do double bags though because I like the strong taste of all the spices and whatnot. How do I think Melisandre will die? Good question. You know, I think it would be fitting by fire. You know, what goes around comes around. She burned Shireen. Was part of that. She's associated with the Red God. I can see that happening. Or it could be the opposite. It could be Ice. She can get taken by the White Walkers. And that would be interesting. To see if she's like some sort of, you know, thrall for the Night King. That would be interesting. I would love to see that. Do I think the Gemstone Emperors are Proto-Valyrian? Yeah, there's some evidence for that, for sure. There's some evidence for that. You need to get well soon and then get back to your old self. Hype Kyle is what we all need. We all need the awesome positive energy. I'm going to give you guys my energy. Here we go. I'm making a didgeridoo sound. Why am I? Sound effects, but there's my energy for you guys. Enjoy your spicy chai moon tea. George, I'm not pregnant, dude. Or do I look pregnant? I don't think Carlos. I don't. In the show, Quaith, small chance she shows up again. If Melisandre goes to Volantis and they show us that at the High Temple in Volantis, we may see her. She could be there. They may do that just for familiarity, instead of having a new Red Priest to cast for season 8. I could be wrong though. Saga Poetic, I have to run to work, but I just saw you were on and wanted to say, yay! So glad you're live streaming, and I will get the rest of this when I get back. Thank you. No, thank you, Saga. Always happy to have you. So people are the consensus in the chat is that Mira should return with Howland Reed. Yeah. I did put on a little weight, but you know, it's winter time. It's all good. Got to stay warm. Need a little bit extra fat. How is Varys going to die? Will it be the same as Mel? I mean, it could be. I mean, I don't know. Varys dying by fire would be interesting. Could be like he doesn't like magic at all, so him getting reanimated in that by the Night King, that would be like his worst fear. You know what I mean? So I think it could be the White Walkers by both of them. I've seen pics of Jason Momoa hanging. You know, Eduardo. You know, that'd be really cool if they did a flashback of Khal Drogo. Maybe, you know. I just, you know, maybe Daenerys entering the Nightlands, even though she's falling in love with Jon and Jon's falling in love with Daenerys. That could be an interesting scenario where, you know, Daenerys is going on into, you know, the afterlife, whatever you want to call it, in the Nightlands, and then, you know, we see a Khal Drogo. That'd be cool. I actually think that I'm really, really fucking hoping people, and I'm gonna get everyone hype in the chat. I think we're gonna see Ned Stark in season 8. I don't know. I just have a gut feeling on it. I just think we're gonna see it either in a vision with Jon. Like I think Bran could bring Jon into a vision and like confirm his parentage. You know what I mean? Like that would be sweet. I think we're gonna see more Ned Stark, young or old. I'm not sure, but I would love to see Sean Bean again, man. That would be amazing. The Night King is all about bringing peace, Reese. Yeah, right, man. He is about to bring some political change though because of his actions, man. Well, not just his actions. I mean, obviously it takes two to tango, but you know. Yeah. So Emilia Clarke got a picture. I saw it on Instagram with Jason Momoa and Gal Gadot, who plays Wonder Woman. That was pretty sweet. Gotta say, I really, really like Emilia's hair. She dyed her hair for this season. They're not going to do the wig. It's actually they dyed it blonde, and I think she's going to look real hot with that. Nicola, I want to see a Battle at the Trident flashback. I would like to see that too, but I think we're actually going to see another battle on the Trident. I think that's where the final battle will be, near the God's Eye and the Trident. Angelina, hi. Mira needs to bring her Crannogman to Winterfell to bitch slap Bran for being so crazy. Yeah, you know, Bran becoming so basically remorseless. Yeah. I think we need Mira in the show. Helen Reed is needed as well, you know. But that would be a shitty ending if it was her just gone after that. I'd be kind of disappointed for sure. Do you think we'll know what Varys hid in the flames? No, I do not. I do not think we'll find that out. Some things are better left unsaid, you know, the mystery of it. That's why we have these. We all have vivid imaginations because of this series, you know. Well, not because of this series, but you know what I mean. Our thought process into many, you know, storylines and foreshadowings and all this sort of stuff. I mean, I've heard so many crazy theories and thoughts and point of views and really, really interesting ideas about where things may go for certain characters. So I think that Varys will have an end. He's going to die for sure, though. Arya will use Ned's face. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, it's bleach blonde, but they'll make it nice. Anna, what's going on? Late, but reasonably late this last time. Yeah, I forgive you. As long as you marry me off to one of your beautiful friends in Brazil. Geez, I would move south down there. Brad for Love, it will be weird to see Howland or Reed after 7 seasons showing up, not after 9. We could see another like flashback with Bran going back in time again. I do think there might be a scenario where Bran gets stuck in time. You know what I mean? Stuck in the past. So we could see him interact that way. D&D are the kings of shitty endings. I would imagine that Mira is finished for them. I don't know. I'm optimistic. I think the final season, I think because it is the last season, I know they want to be, pardon me, I know they want to be done with the show and move on to other projects, but I don't know. I feel like season 8 is going to be I feel like season 8 is going to be the best season. 90-minute episodes, sign me up. I'm hyped. That'd be cool if Arya would use Littlefinger's face. I mean, it could certainly happen. I'm growing back the beard as well, everyone. I gave it a little trim, but trying to get the big Tormund beard again. How's everyone doing today, by the way? Is everyone doing well? Is everybody happy? I'm happy. You know, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, obviously. But I'm really happy to be back. Really, really happy to be back. Super stoked to be hanging out with you guys. And gals, of course. All right, let's do some predictions in the chat. Who do you think, if you could pick 5 characters to survive the series, or actually, well, we could do 7, but that'll be pretty crazy. Two characters for sure that you think will 100% survive the series. 2 characters that you're certain of. Mine are Sansa, 100%, and Tyrion are 100% surviving, in my opinion. Yeah, you know, and George has commented on why we don't see the perspective of Varys in them. I mean, they have so much information that it would kind of, you know what I mean, take away from the mystery. Eduardo Blanca says Sam and Sansa. Jonathan says Arya and Gendry to make it to the end. William Rice says Tyrion. Samwell is a great choice as well. I think he'll make it. Angel, you think the Hound is going to make it? Jeez. I'm not so optimistic about that. George says Hot Pie and Arya. Great choice, George. I'm a big Hot Pie fan. JW Fox, Sam and Gilly. Yeah, their true love. Yeah, their love is sweet. I would love to see both of them make it. Sansa and Sam. Make Jin great again, Helen. You need to feed the animals. Go have. Are those dragons or snakes? I can't tell. Tyrion and Samwell. Baby Sam. Everybody loves Hot Pie, yeah. I mean, you can't forget the gravy. It's really interesting, you know, cripples, bastards, and broken things. I mean, does another Stark die? That's another question. Does another Stark die? And who is it? I mean, I think Sansa's safe, man. She's a survivor. There's no way she's dying. I'm positive of that. But what about Bran? You think Bran could get stuck in the Weirwood net? We think he's dead. We get this like ambiguous ending where he's in a raven, or he's living his second life in an animal or something. That'd be really interesting. I would love to see that. Jon will die. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. It's a tough one because I think that Jon's character is going to transcend so much. You know what I mean? He would make the perfect king, in my opinion. But it's definitely possible that he sacrifices himself. He's willing to do that, right? I think Bran might die. I'm kind of, I don't know. I think he might get stuck. Like his body might die, but his body might die, but his mind will still be in the Weirwood net. You know what I mean? You have Jon as a survivor. Bran already died. That's an interesting theory. I actually really like that one, Steven. I like that one a lot. Everybody, by the way, say hello to George in the chat. He is going to be coming on the channel soon, but I figured we'd have a little Kyle Azora hype and chat time today. What is dead may never die. Michael Smith, he's got 5. All right, this is good. Jon, Sam, Tyrion, Sansa, and Tyrion. Well, you gave 2 Tyrions. What about, well, let's take Arya for the second Tyrion. That would be great. What are we most excited to see? Like, what is everyone most excited to see in season 8, though? That's the thing. I mean, like, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Obviously, we're going to get amazing, huge battles. If we're getting 90-minute episodes, geez. I mean, when me and George were talking to Paula Fairfield, she said season 7 was nutty, but she said that season 8 would be nuts. Paul Fairfield, by the way, is the sound designer for Game of Thrones. Anna, I have asked at George how Bran will be the one to actually kill the Night King. After all, he is the one who got, who get close to him. Yeah, they're connected like a Voldemort, Harry Potter type of deal. You know, the mark from Harry, and then obviously the branding from the Night King, the cool mark of his hand on Bran's arm. If you're talking about that, Anna, the possibility of Khal Drogo appearing in a vision, that would be neat. I think that we might see a bunch of fan favorites in that have died over the past seasons and visions. I think we're going to see a lot of visions in season 8. A lot. Flash forwards, flash backwards, flash sideways. We're going to be lost. I remember getting confused by all the time concepts that were introduced in the show Lost. I don't know if any of you have seen it. Great show. One of my favorites. The way they structured the show. William, yeah, I know you're you would love to see the White Walkers destroy the Iron Throne. That would be neat. Viserion to rule the skies. That'd be cool. Brianna, you want to know why the Night King is so adamant on having a huge ice army? Yeah, I want to know his intentions. Like, what is his real goal? Like, is it to break the curse? You know what I mean? I think that's a possible scenario that we might see. The Night King is like, he's basically enslaved into his own body, but not really, So that's pretty interesting. I think the God's Eye will be a thing. Hey, Adam, we were just talking about your paper earlier, man, on Academia EU. If you want to splash it in the chat, man, on the symbols and the cave painting and Dragonstone one. I told everyone that I'm going to be doing that video soon. That's one of my next 2 or 3 videos that I'm going to pop out. I'm really excited for that. Oh, holy crap! We got the original David Adams in the chat. What's going on, homie? Yeah, Brianna, I try to shout out everyone I can. Sometimes it gets pretty crazy. Obviously, I haven't been streaming for the past few months, so the streams are going to be a little bit smaller. I mean, we got 65 people in here. We are getting like 400, 500 during the season. So, yeah, I try to say hi to everyone. George said sand snakes forever with emojis. Get out of here, man. Stephen Bright, that's another interesting one. Playable for season 8. I think that would be something. I think it's going to go down. I think it has to go down for Sandor to achieve some measure of peace. I think it's possible to both kill each other. That would be, I sound distorted. Can you guys still hear me? Sorry. The furnace is just turned on in the house because there's the snowing. It's pretty bad outside, so it's possible that the furnace, the sound, the heat from the furnace, you're hearing that. Here, I'm gonna switch up my mic. Can everyone hear me now? Is that better? Everybody let me know in the chat. I apologize about that. Let me know if it's not distorted anymore. Thumbs up, everyone. Are we good? Are we good to go? 50% better? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, let's continue with the discussion, guys and gals. Where were we? What will happen in the crypts of Winterfell after the dragons arrive? Yeah, good question. I mean, crypts of Winterfell are a topic of discussion. Definitely, I think that Jon's crypt is down there. I think Ned actually his real name and manuscript down there and all that. So I think that's something that we could, John, another part of John knowing his lineage. It's possible that Ned stashed something down there from Rhaegar or Lyanna for him to have, a token of his father or mother. That could be something. But yeah. Yeah, those headphones are great for gaming, but sometimes they mess up though. They're really good headphones though. I might just get another pair of headphones over the next couple of weeks and just upgrade some of my gear. I just finished paying off this laptop. I was financing it for a couple of months. I financed the camera and a laptop so I can have proper gear to do all the good stuff that we need to do. I'm gonna be doing some vlogs, which will be kind of cool. Yeah, hit that like button if you all enjoyed the stream. We got 66 likes, and it's pretty sweet. Pretty happy about that. I'll take any likes. Jojo, Lady Dane, will we see the dead kings of winter rising from the crypts? I don't know. George has a pretty cool theory about that one. But they have iron swords keeping them in their graves. So, but the Night King could screw all of that up. I mean, it could be a scenario where we see John or someone like John get a guy like a ghost army, like all the old Starks, the ancient Starks. That'd be really cool. I'd love to see that. Yeah, like the Hound's vision. That was one of my top 3 favorite scenes of the whole freaking season. It was so good, and that was in episode 1 on it. Well, not in episode 1, was it? Which episode was it? Was it in episode 1? I really, really, really loved that episode. That vision, you know what I mean? Just obviously him being even more connected to fire. We knew he was connected to fire through a traumatic event. The PTSD has always affected him. But to be like the Lord of Light's chosen, like to see that, like that's a major thing. Sandor's this signifies to me that Sandor's an endgame player, right? So yeah. George, you do come up with some, pretty dumb theories, but whatever, man. We all do. We have some awesome ones too. Some of them have come correct, though. You're right. I'm interested in what is sealed iron wood door hiding. Yeah, I don't think some of the book stuff's going to make it into the show, Nicola. Well, I see where you're headed. I feel like season 8 will just outright answer a lot of stuff for us. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, it's gonna be 90-minute episodes, 6 movies essentially. So yeah. And the reason they didn't choose to do Robert's Rebellion as a spinoff was we're gonna get more answers about it in the final season 8. Thanks to the donations again, everyone. Really, really appreciate that. The Night King. No way. Okay, but I'm gonna ask the chat a couple more questions here. Then I'm gonna have to go shovel some of the snow, help my fam out because it's getting pretty gnarly out there, and I don't want to be out there super late when it gets dark and even more frosty outside. But what I would like to ask the chat is this: who is gonna emerge as the biggest player? Someone that's underrated right now. I think it's gonna be Sansa. I think there's a possibility that she becomes queen if Jon and Daenerys both die. I think she would be the one to take care of their child if they had one. Who is the underrated player in the Game of Thrones that's going to propel themselves by the end of this series? I would like to hear your opinions. Let's hear it, everyone. Let's hear it. Samwell. Okay, Samwell, Tyrion. Podrick. Ooh, that's a good one. Michael, stop trolling me, dude, with Hot Pie. You know the Hot Pie ain't going to be a player, man. Jackin in the Iron Bank. Ooh, I like that one, George. Podrick. There's 3 for Podrick. Wow. Davos. I love Davos. He's my top 3 favorite characters. Sansa and Edmure. Wow, Edmure. That's interesting. Baby Sam. Okay, okay. Braun. Angel, the question was, are the underrated characters in the series, who do you think could be a big player or possibly propel themselves into a position of power or make a large impact by the end of the series? Sansa and Jaime. Jaime's going to do something absolutely nutter butters, man. I think he's either going to blow up King's Landing while the White Walkers, while all the Whites are there with the rest of the wildfire, and do that, or he's going to die saving Bran or Jon. I think it's going to be epic. It'd be crazy for him to survive the series too and become the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. Jack and the Iron Man support Mel and the Red God, and the God of the Faceless Man is working in opposition to the Night King because he raises things from the dead. Yeah, he mocks the gift of death. You know? So they're probably in opposition to that. The Iron Man, they can't do a whole lot of banking if everyone's dead. So. Hey, we have Game of Theories. Oh man, Next is in the chat. What's going on, homie? Nice to see you, dude. Okay, Game of Theories. Here's a good one. How about Edmure Tully? He's had a slight minor role so far, but he could find a huge redemption arc by helping Jaime on his way to Winterfell. Oh shit, man! You're being called out there next. Edmure's getting the fake news emoji. Anna, and anybody that's interested in mythology and in ancient stories, go check out the Ragnarok theory. Tyr and the story of Tyr and Fenrir, the binding of Fenrir. That's one I believe that Jaime and Bran's fates are intertwined. Like Jaime is an Azor Ahai-like figure. If Jon is an Azor Ahai, I think it's Jaime, honestly, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, love your thought though. Hey, next, man, super happy to have you, man. We gotta have you back on the channel, dude. We gotta do a stream on your channel too, man. Me and Gemma are coming back, and George is coming back too, man. We're really excited. I'm hyped, man. Finally got that lifted off the channel, man. I'm so happy to be back. Hey, we got Philly Issues guy in the chat. Another amazing YouTuber. Oh man, this is so awesome. Everybody's hanging out, having a good time. Yeah, you know, the minor characters, yeah, I mean, obviously, we could have seen a lot of the houses wiped out by the end of the series. So characters like Podrick and those kinds of characters like Gendry kind of rise to the occasion to rebuild Westeros. I would love to see that. I think we'll see a few houses left, like the Tyrells are gone and the Lannisters could be completely gone. But yeah. Thank you so much, Phil. Really appreciate you coming out and hanging out, man. Really happy to have the channel back and streaming again, man. Honestly, I missed it more than all of you, like more than you guys can know, man. I'm just so elated to be back. I apologize for the coughing again, everyone. I feel like I'm kind of on the mend though. Like a couple more days and I'll be rid of this cold. George says, "Do you think Luke has turned to the dark side and will be the bad guy in the Last Jedi?" No, I don't think so. No, I think that I think by the end, Disney is really liking these great characters. I think that the strong Jedi by the end, Rey and both Kylo will both be gray Jedi. So I think that we'll see that kind of this balance. You know what I mean? That we'll see. I think that will happen. Game of Theory said, everybody next says, yeah, for sure. I'm holding on until December 12th before making regular content, waiting for the Blu-ray content for screen caps and clips. Yeah, the HD quality content. I hear you, man. I always really enjoy the high quality of your videos. Oh, Phil, you're coming to Cloud of Thrones, man? Oh, dude, that's awesome. Is my audio going out again? Here, let me know if it's fixed. Is it better, everyone? Let me know. Phil, you're coming to Cloud of Thrones, dude? That is so sweet, man. Man, we gotta go out for dinner. Seriously, have a couple craft beers, man. How do you with that? Is it good? Is it good? Jeez, man, I'm already having two problems. Huh. Let's see if we can fix this here. That's awesome, Phil, man. That's awesome. As far as other people that I know might be coming, Ray's album might be coming, which is super awesome. Gemma from Seekers to the Citadel is going to be staying with me and George and Aaron, which is going to be awesome. We're really excited for that. We're staying on site too. We're staying on site at the actual Hyatt Regency. Well, I think we're going 2 days early too. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to be down there for like 5 days. Okay, let's switch back. Let's see this. All right, everyone. Is it okay? Yay, nay, yay, nay. Let me know. Sorry, everyone. Is the audio good? All right, everyone, let me know if it's good or not. It could be possibly because of the snowstorm I'm getting here. It could be because of the snowstorm. Let me know in the chat if it's good or not. If not, I'm probably going to end the stream because I'm having major problems. So, you know. Give me thumbs up or thumbs down in the chat, peeps. Can everybody hear me? Let me know. We have a suite on site at the hotel, the Hyatt Regency, George. Can everyone hear me now? Hello? Hello? Let me know. I'm trying to fix everything. It was going good. It's good? Yes. All right. Let's continue. So basically, what were we talking about? So Phil the Issues guy and next, we are staying at the Hyatt Regency. Me, Gemma, George, and Aaron, we're all staying in this super nice room. We got like a 7,000 square foot patio that overlooks Dallas. You guys got to come over and hang out with us. And anybody that's coming to Con of Thrones, come hang out. Really, honestly. Oh, I got a compliment. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah, there we go. We got some good sound. I sound like a frog. Thanks, George. I am French. Phil, we gotta have you on the channel, man. That would be awesome, dude. We'd love to have you on sometime, man. You know, we gotta keep these people going through what I like to call the long night. Obviously, the final season, leading up to that. But let's do a collab. What does everybody think about that? We should get Nex in on that too. We should do let's do like a really fun mix and match of different personalities and fun, energetic people. Let's do that. Let's do a super fun stream. I know Nex is waiting until December 12th, so we'll get him in December. But oh, sweet! So you're staying at the same place, man? That's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna be there for 5 days. I'll be there for 6 days, I believe. I'm going to visit the guys from Blaze Mega in Houston a day before, and then they'll be coming up. It's gonna be me, George, and Gemma and Aaron staying in one of them. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna throw a bash for sure. It's gonna be sweet. Con of Thrones 2018, everyone, by the way, going to be really, really awesome. I do have a code for anyone that wants to buy tickets. It's $5 off. It's not a lot, but the Con of Thrones people from Watchers on the Wall and Mischief Management were really nice enough to give a code for anyone that does sign up through me. And if you do that, if we reach 25 people, I get to give away some tickets for people to go. Yeah, the new lore and history. That will give us some foreshadowing for some stuff that maybe we think possibly could be covered in season 8. We knew the Golden Company was talked about a little bit in Blu-rays before and stuff like that, and Howlin' Reed was talked about in Blu-ray before. So maybe we'll get some of these tidbits in Night of the Laughing Tree, stuff like that, actually in the show in season 8, because it's the final season of the main show. I mean, after that, they can do spin-offs and stuff like that. But yeah. So a super fun theory stream. That's a mouthful. We could do that though. Gosh darn it. This cough. I really hate it. Am I breaking up again? Fuck. I'm okay. Okay, people are tripping me out. Some people are saying that I'm not good, and some people are saying that I'm good. All right. People are saying that I'm fake news. Well, let me shut that shit down right now. All right. Let me shut that shit down. Oh, sweet, dude. That's awesome. Yeah. The one thing that I did learn about going to conference last year is that it goes by so fast and it's such an amazing time. I didn't get to go see all of Nashville, which is kind of my regret. So I really want to go check out Dallas. I'm going to be there probably for a full week. I'm really excited. I can't wait, man. I've been, obviously seeing George again, but meeting, there's so many people that didn't go last year that are coming down, like Next and you and Gemma and all sorts of people. So that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, um, the cool thing is too is that it was such a great learning experience last year for me and George. Obviously, we got had an absolute blast. We got lucky enough to go see Serial Pharrell and meet Kate Dickey, who I actually was talking to the other day. Kate Dickey, who played Lysa Tully. But they're going to do it much better and bigger this year. I've been talking to Sue and some other people, and I think that it's going to be an absolute smash hit down in Dallas. Dallas is apparently a super fun city too. They do everything bigger in Texas, apparently. I don't know. I can't vouch for that. I'm Canadian. I live up here in the lands of always winter. So, but the location looks absolutely beautiful. I was scoping it out, and I'm really freaking excited for Con of Thrones 2018. Me and George, I had the time of my life at Con of Thrones 2017. I think me and George got like 10 hours sleep maybe in 3 days. It was insane. See, next, I'm the opposite. I don't have all these videos banked up, but I gotta light a fire under my ass with some writing. I have been doing some writing for scripts so I can record my videos and then start getting into that process of making videos again. All right, we'll take a couple more questions, everyone, and then I'm going to head out before my luck runs out. There is a snowstorm out there, so I want to use this time positively right now before something screws up again, because we've had a really fun stream, but we've had some technical difficulties. So, all right. The mountain will defeat the hound. He is stronger and always has. He will defeat his little brother, but will not kill him. Instead, he'll sacrifice himself as a final heroic act. The mountain sacrificing himself? I don't know about that. I don't think that's possible for him. Ever been to Croatia, Nicola? Nah, no, I haven't, but I would love to go. Me and George threw around the possibility of possibly going to Northern Ireland or Croatia to visit some of the sets. Gemma was actually just in Malta, which is absolutely beautiful. If you want to go check that out, go follow Gemma on Twitter at Citadel Secrets. But yeah, Croatia is absolutely beautiful. If I went over there, I'd probably just get married and never come back to Canada. I'm tired of this winter stuff, This long, rugged winters, man. We're supposed, last year we had 160 centimeters by the middle of January. Absolutely absurd amounts of snow. We're the snow capital. I think we were the snow capital of the world or North America last year. Oh God, our snowbanks were literally 9 feet high. Brazil, you know what, Anna? Everybody in the chat, I've been bugging Anna. Me and Anna are friends on Facebook, and she always posts these pictures of her going out to dinner and going dancing with her friends. And I gotta say, I'm attracted to olive-skinned women, and Brazilian women are nice. Anna's got some really cute friends, and I made a comment. I'm like, oh, all you guys look so good. Dinner looks good, and you guys are looking great. Now she's trolling me telling me to go down there and just telling me to set me up for my future wife. I'm like, if I go down there, I'm not coming back. Can't believe all of you are still listening to me right now. It's awesome. I'm so happy to be back. Oh my God, guys. You don't I miss this so much, just hanging out with you guys. Really, honestly. Even though I feel like shit right now, this is awesome. Does anybody have any more questions? Anybody have any more questions? Yeah. Q&A. Will Arya marry Gendry? Mm, I don't think so, no. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think they'll have a touching moment. I think we'll see that. Who will Varys betray? I don't think he's going to betray anyone else. I mean, he's going to die. He's going to die in like the first couple episodes. I mean, we only got 6 episodes left, and we get 90-minute episodes, but Varys will die. Arya will die, maybe. Out of all the Starks, she's in the most dangerous situation because of her association with the Faceless Men, I think. But Bran, too, the Night King wants him, man. So I think the other Starks are safe, including Jon. I think Sansa and Jon both make it. But I could be wrong. I mean, I've been wrong plenty of times before, people. Let's scroll up and see if I missed anything. That's super sweet, though. Feel the Issues guys coming to Con of Thrones. Game of Theories next is coming to Con of Thrones. I believe Gray Area is coming to Con of Thrones. Gemma, Secrets of the Citadel is coming to Con of Thrones. I have to get all these YouTubers together and get a giant, like, prediction party or something like that. But you know what? Before shit goes south, everyone, I think we're gonna end the stream right there. I gotta go get another tea and grab a bite to eat, and then I gotta go shovel this mess out there. And I don't, because I'm not feeling good. I don't want to be out there so long. So I want to thank everyone for coming to hang out with me today. Really, really appreciate it. We got like $60 in donations. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. What I'll do for any of the other questions that you guys are asking now, what you can do is, if you can, copy and paste those and put those in the chat, and I'll answer them in the chat, and I'll do a Q&A. And we'll do another live stream this weekend. Maybe we'll do one on Sunday for you guys. That would be awesome. We can, I'd love to do that. But videos are coming soon. I got one on the Dragon Glass cave scene. Super, super awesome stuff. Very, very much like my Daenerys is the Night Queen video. Me and Adam Richards went deep into numerology, all the symbols that have been used in Greek mythology, all of these amazing Egyptian paintings, all sorts of stuff. We're going to relate it back to what the Children of the Forest were trying to say in their story in the cave paintings and how it's going to relate to the end game of the series. I got more season 8 news stuff for you. More live streams are coming. I'm officially back. The channel is back. I just got to get over this cold, and I'll have a full schedule of videos for you guys. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming to hang out today. Really, really appreciate the donations. Everyone that's still supported the channel through the difficult time, really, really appreciate it. I lost like maybe 10 patrons, maybe, which is like crazy awesome. Most of you stuck around even after the season. I really appreciate that. I promise to deliver some more awesome special content for you guys. And once again, really, really awesome hanging out with all of you guys today. Super glad to be back. Thank you so much for all the love, and I hope all of you have a wonderful evening or morning or day wherever you are. 7 blessings.